Hello everyone, what's happening? This is Forgo, and today we have Sneak Peek 4. Greetings agents, this is C and Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. As the Dark Avengers started to assemble, a powerful being has been on the watch. A member of the team stood up to fight back against the mysterious being with powerful abilities to manipulate molecules. Wow. Stand against powers from beyond. So who is this mysterious person? Let's watch this and find out. Whoa, Scorpion! And Molecule Man. That is freaking dope. The fight did not last as long as the armored villain could not stand against his molecule might. It is time to uncover the intentions of this being who is observing the Dark Avengers. And of course, you know, it's the same old. With all of these sneak peeks, I mean, you know, shout out to the Marvel Future Fight community because, you know, we just keep harping on that Marvel, you know. I don't want to, look, I get tired of sounding like a broken record. I get tired of talking about this. I really just want to focus on these characters. But yes, unity in the community, the boycott remains strong. So who is Scorpion? Well, a lot of us already know who Scorpion is. There's been many different versions of him. There's the version that's in the Dark Avengers is Mac Gargan. You know, pretty simple. You know, experiment was done on this guy, and he just became the Scorpion. It's pretty. There's really not a whole lot to the guy. He's one of the more iconic villains of Spider-Man. I honestly don't expect a lot from him in this update. I think they're just probably going to make him a good character, and that's going to be about it. You know, unless they got an Awakened skill or Tier 3, which I don't think he's going to get at all. That's really when they're going to shine. He might be all right, you know, probably a good Shadowland character. We'll see, but I am excited that Scorpion's coming to the game. That's pretty freaking dope. But Molecule Man, who is Molecule Man? Molecule Man is Owen Reese, and he's been around for years and years. I mean, this is one powerful character. This is a character that when he first originated in Marvel Comics, I mean, at first he didn't really realize his potential of his powers. He thought he could just manipulate the materials around him, like inorganic materials, but anything organic like human beings, animals, he didn't think he could actually manipulate. And he also thought because he had this little wand he waved around, he thought that's what gave him his powers, but really it wasn't. It's just him himself. And he was just this broken down dude. He got all these powers. And, you know, feel sorry for himself, rough life, and he decided to, you know, retaliate, and he pretty much destroying everything. When he reached his full potential, he was considered to have the power equal to someone like the Living Tribunal. The guy fought the Beyonder on a level playing field. The Beyonder. Any of you that know who that character is, that's just bonk. Oh. Now, they've retconned Molecule Man since, but in the beginning, and he still is crazy powerful. But I want to talk about a little something in the Dark Avengers run, and this will be spoiler territory for any of you if you haven't read Dark Avengers, so this is your fair warning, but we got to read this because this is pretty damn cool. So here in this fandom Marvel page, you know, they're talking about Molecule Man. So in this story, Osborn was contacted by a high-ranking member of the government who asked Osborn to locate his missing daughter. Osborn traced her to a small town called Dinosaur, where many people had gone missing lately. Osborn, his Avengers, and Hammer, helicarrier, were sent to investigate. Things started going wrong almost immediately when Sentry, their first man on the scene, suddenly exploded. Say what? So Sentry blew up. He blew up. Osborn went to investigate, but found the Molecule Man present. The Molecule Man trapped each of the Avengers in a different way and declared the area under his control. The Sentry, whom the Molecule Man had disintegrated earlier, suddenly appeared. And this really shows the power level of Sentry. Suddenly reappeared and confronted the Molecule Man. He revealed that he also possessed control over molecules and forced the Molecule Man to put everything back together. Sentry then disintegrated him. So this character that at one time was able to go toe-to-toe with the Beyonder, the Sentry pretty much destroyed. Now, The Dark Avenger story runs much later on after Molecule Man was retconned, but it's still insane. You know, Sentry having all the powers of Superman, but also matter manipulation, also immortality. I mean, this honestly, Molecule Man gets me hyped up because this just more confirmation that Sentry's coming. Now, I'm hyped up for Sentry, and that's, you know, and I'm hyped up. I'm not really hyped, but I'm excited for the other characters. But again, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, I really hate repeating this crap. Because of the update, because of the state of the game, it's just hard to get super excited, right? It's just hard to get super excited. But man, we know Sentry's coming. This is Sneak Peek 4, Sneak Peek 5, you can almost bet on it. And we're going to talk about we're going to do a little speculating after we finish reading this. Upon returning to New York, the Sentry's wife, Lindy, shot him with one of Navarre's guns in an attempt to kill him. Navarre is another character that could be coming in this update, but they haven't shown him yet. She appeared to have succeeded and revealed the truth of Sentry's origins, that he was just a junkie that had stumbled upon a formula that granted him enormous powers while looking for drugs, which is actually true. Lindy theorized that the reason he couldn't control his powers was that he was simply unworthy of them, and that he built up an addiction to power and fame. Sentry simply rose, however, this time with the Void, who is his dark side, in control and actually extremely powerful, and mocked Lindy's theories. After the Void made it clear that he was going to kill Lindy, Sentry attempted to kill himself by flying into the sun. And I mentioned in another video, this is what he did. He tried to fly in the sun and tried to lay dormant in there. He lay dormant in there. This failed, however, and with the Void now in control, he returned to New York. So he hanged out in the sun, then the Void took control and came back. He began destroying New York until Osborn managed to talk him down. Osborn also ordered Bullseye to murder Lindy in order to make him more reliant and obedient towards Osborn. So Osborn, you know, was up to his little tricks, you know, tricking Sentry. The Sentry's descent into madness, the volatility of the team, all of whom attempted to undermine each other and Osborn. And the stressful nature of his job further exacerbated Osborn's own descent into insanity as perpetrated by Loki. So, I mean, I know that's some spoilers, but I thought that was really interesting, especially with Sentry and Molecule Man fighting. And, you know, I thought that was a pretty good piece of Marvel comic history. So what can we expect from this update? Well, we know now that we're getting Ares, Moonstone, Molecule Man, and Scorpion. 4 characters. We also know that Sentry's probably going to be coming to this game. Now, what does this look like to me? This looks like an epic quest. This looks like an epic quest. And if it is, I don't know what to think about it. I really don't. You know, epic quest, normally I would be very excited about it. But again, due to the state of the game, I'm not really. Especially after the last epic quest, it was a real downer. Gladiator just ended up being a freaking, I mean, all he ended up being, for me anyways, was a leadership. 85 million in gold and just ends up being a leadership. So if Sentry ends up being the epic quest character, the main character, that's all he's going to be? Because again, and guys, you know, I'm going to say this over and over and over. Characters that don't have awakened skills or tier 3s just kind of get left in the dust. They don't really get the shine because, you know, we need them. If you're going to fight Null, you need an awakened character and you need a tier 3. If, you know, all the characters that we use that do all these one-shots and these crazy clears, for the most part, are characters with awakened skills. I mean, there are exceptions. Again, you know, you got Yelena, you got Scarlet Spider, which is amazing that a free-to-play character can actually do one-shots. That's freaking amazing. But, and I know one-shots isn't what you should base everything on. I just do them all the time. So I really like them. Characters, you know, like Moon Knight, characters like Medusa, characters like Mystique, Beta Ray Bill, which are all awakened characters, are extremely powerful. And, you know, Sentry, in my opinion, really should be a tier 3 and should be a native tier 2. And to be perfectly honest, Molecule Man shouldn't be just a regular, I mean, he should be a playable character, but he shouldn't be tier 1. He really should be a native tier 2. So my speculation is maybe, I mean, I don't know how this is going to go out, but maybe Molecule Man will be the Epic Quest character like Deadpool or Wolverine, And then Sentry will be the main big dog, like Strife, like Jean Grey, maybe something like that. I'm not really sure how this, or maybe Molecule Man will be the main character, like Strife in the Epic Quest, if there is an Epic Quest. But I really don't know. I think they really do it for Sentry because Sentry is extremely popular. You know, a lot of us know who Molecule Man is, but Sentry is very popular. You know, he's the most requested character for the game, and they're going to take full advantage of it. So giving him that spot of Doom and Gladiator and Strife and Jean Grey, you know, the main Epic Quest character, that's going to be that incentive to try to push through the Epic Quest if we have one. I mean, I'm just speculating. I have no idea if we're going to get one or not, but that is kind of what it looks like. I mean, you got 4 new characters. You got Norman Osborn going to be getting a uniform, Green Goblin getting a uniform, right? So there's 5 characters right there. And then they could put Sentry as the main Epic Quest character. So it definitely looks like it's lining up maybe to be an Epic Quest. And, you know, again, I wish I could be, I mean, I'm hyped of Sentry. I'm hyped for Sentry. But because of the state of the game, it sucks, right? It really sucks because I think Molecule Man's freaking awesome. I'm really happy that Matt Gargan's coming into the game, Scorpion. I think that's fantastic. And I'm really happy that, you know, and I know, look, we know Sentry's coming. It's just, how is he going to be in the game? You know, if he's an Epic Quest character, that'll be good because everybody can get him as long as none of these new characters are not paywalls. But guess what? More than likely, one of them will be, if this is an Epic Quest. I keep saying if because I just don't know. I'm just speculating. And that will suck donkey butt if that's what they do. Now, if they have a Future Pass and they put in the paywall character in there, the bios, then it wouldn't be so bad. But the last 2 updates, they didn't queue that up. So I don't know if they're going to do it again. And, you know, in this video, I really didn't want to go into talking about Netmarble not showing us the Black Friday details yet. You know, hopefully they will do that tomorrow because they really need to be showing that. And unfortunately, it looks like they're just going to keep ignoring us, and that's fine. Keep ignoring us, Netmarble, and we'll keep, you know, leaving you dislikes. We'll keep writing in the forums, letting you know that, you know, you need to address the problems in the game, and we will all stand strong together to fight against this bullcrap. So let me know how you're all feeling about the update. Let me know if you're excited for Molecule Man and Matt Gargan and the potential of Sentry. And let me know what you're speculating, what you think is going to happen. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.